Hello, today I'll give you my top 5 reasons to visit Cuba. Reason number 1. Cuba is beautiful. It has some of the best tropical beaches in the Caribbean region. Unlike other Caribbean islands, Cuba has a diverse landscape. You have the beaches, sure, but you also have beautiful mountains, valleys, etc. to visit. So inland Cuba is also an option for the curious traveler. It has beautiful cities. Cuba is often referred to as a museum of the 1950s. Due to the strict embargo and very limited import of, well, anything, a visit to any of the major cities will make you feel like you just stepped into a different era. Reason number 2. The people. Cubans are generally very nice. Whether it's the nice, non-depressing climate or basic hospitality, Cubans seems to always be friendly and happy to welcome visitors. Just remember, being nice is a two-way street, so make sure that you are respectful to them and their culture as well. Reason number 3. Very important. Cuba is a safe place for tourists. The country has one of the lowest crime rates in the entire region, defined by the two continents of North and South America. Gun crime is non-existent in Cuba. Prostitution and pornography are illegal as well. So, unlike other exotic places, here you can actually step out of the resort and explore the cities by yourself, given that you have some basic knowledge of Spanish, of course. Also, the country has very good healthcare. Cuba has been traditionally praised for its healthcare system. Infant mortality rates and life expectancy, for example, are much better than the ones in the United States and in Canada. Tourists are actually more privileged in terms of access to health services, and in the recent years, there has been a well-defined stream of medical tourism. People from different countries, including Canada, which often takes pride in its universal healthcare, actually go to Cuba to receive medical treatment, which is either not available or not accessible in their countries. This is to say, no need to worry if you get a bad sunburn or the flu, or you do something you shouldn't have done in the tropics in the first place and you end up seeking medical help. Reason number 4. There is almost no hostile wildlife. Cuba is one of the few places in the world which is considered free of poisonous snakes. You have to appreciate that when you visit the tropics. Sure, where there is an ocean, there are sharks. But the last record of a fatal shark attack I could find in Cuba happened in 1957, and it actually happened while fishing for sharks. And finally, reason number 5. Your money goes a long way in Cuba. You will find that goods and services are generally quite cheaper in Cuba, so you can benefit from that. But once again, be respectful and try not to parade around with your wallet. These were my top 5 reasons to prefer Cuba over other Caribbean destinations.